Welcome. I am Crime Queen, and if you are joining us for the first time, it's the channel where we have fun with words and numbers, numerology to be precise. This is where we actualize self-love with the use of scriptural references, particularly in Genesis of chapter 1. This is where we have been delving predominantly, although that is not to say we don't make references in other areas, like I often draw onto Job or other texts in the New Testament, for instance. So, in case you're new to this channel, this is Mother Eve, who is becoming a little bit happier now. Perhaps it is because we are about to end one cycle and about to enter into another. Um, and that's not to say the other cycle is going to be any easier, perhaps not, with Uranus going into Taurus, the second house. That reminds me. So Uranus is 22. Let's do this. This is going to be, where's my other board? Okay, so Uranus is 22. When I do the numerical value for Uranus, my pronunciation on Uranus, you run us, because I think that's what Uranus is going to be doing, running us, running things. Let's put it this way. And because it's URAN and US. Okay, so Uranus is going to be in the second zodiac house, which is Taurus, for 7 years. Now that's very crucial. It's number 2. So there is that vibration of marriage is going to happen right there. This is going to be the marriage. Oh my, it's going to be grand, I believe, from what I understand. But not only what I understand is what I'm sensing as a Taurus myself. I am sensing there is going to be something really grand. And I sat in my spirit. This is all how this happened. And I just thought something really grand is going to happen in the next 3 months. And I had no idea that that's what was really the talk, so to speak, in astrology. And I thought, and I did meditate on that and got the confirmation, yes, something grand is going to be happening. And I thought, okay, well, now I understand the grand thing that is going to happen. Uranus is going to be, and it's no wonder we have these two here as well. This is the top. And I'm also remembering I've got to get my board to do this, my other board to do this. Let's just find some space here. Ah, it's like I don't really want to rub anything of the any of these things up. Okay, right. So I am so certain I was all prepared, but obviously not. Okay. So URANUS, and it's 135193. When we add these together, this is 9 and 10, 19, 20, 22. So this is what we are talking about, 22. Let's use this space here. So Uranus is 22, and this is the thing. The number 23 has just been talking to me, and all I keep asking is, show me the meaning. And of course there are several meanings, like even for instance waters, just waters. And I'm glad to even remember waters, because on the template we have waters, which I don't often use, but it's good to know that the energy of waters is there, and I'd like to be conscious of that as well. So, and it's happening in Taurus. There we go, which is 21931. So this is what we have here. This is 13, and 3 is 6. 13. Yeah, 13. Something is amiss. Yes. TAU. There's another U in Taurus. TAU. Okay. So this is 13, and 3 is 16, 17, 18, 19. So basically, what I love to see here as well is that Taurus is 19, meaning has the ability to stay the whole course through 1 to 9 in numerology. So basically, Taurus should be able to withstand whatever pressures or vibrations or whatever it is that Uranus brings in to her house. Okay, so this is really wonderful to know. I think so anyway. It's comforting to know because the figures really help us um, to understand that. And where I was saying it's, of course, it's the second house. So Taurus is not only able to show her ability to withstand the whole course from 1 to 9, but she's also number 2, which goes in parallel or connection or perfect match with this 22 of Uranus. I'm just going to leave this bite size um, information here now. And of course, do join me again. There's so much to cover. Really, we are covering Genesis, but um, and how that also ties with Genesis, I just really ought to have showed you because in the first statement of Genesis that we are looking at of Mother Eve, when Mother Eve, as we have found out, it's Mother Eve who said, "Let there be light." So we see how that also ties in with Taurus as well, with the word let, L-E-T. When we add these together, and we can see where ET came from as well. I had to stick that in. So this is 7 and 3 is 10. So 10 is really 1, just like if we added 19, 1 plus 9 would be 10 in Taurus. So we can see 1 plus 9 is 10, and also we have that 10 here. So in that first, it's really showing the capacity or ability of Taurus as well as a zodiac sign or person, whatever it is. They are robust. They can withstand pressure. They are articulate. They love the soil. They can hold. They are grounded, and they generally intelligent, I would say. So there is a lot going for them, very artistic and hospitable. Of course, very patient, extremely patient, and perhaps that is where Uranus and Taurus are going to be, of course, in communion and seeing how best to work together to making things happen. Okay. So this is it. This is it. All right. So it's the first word which says let, which equals 10. This is where Mother Eve becomes present. Mother Eve is actually present through Taurus and in communion with Uranus. Now, Mother Eve is the said God. The other thing I need to just conclude on, she is the one who says let. And also, when we look at the word let, L-E-T, L-E-T, this is what Mother Eve was telling me. This is why I don't usually do videos on Mondays, but Mother Eve was telling me. In fact, I find myself literally writing the word let back to front. That was really strange. And then I thought, well, what a strange thing to do. And it's at that point, Spirit was telling me, I need to look at this. And I said, well, what is it are you telling me? And of course, I looked at the word that I had written down in the way that I had written it, and it was T-E-L, tell. Of course, we know there's another L, but T-E-L. And I was asking, well, tell what and tell whom? And so this is why I am here right now doing this presentations, of course, because the answer have been granted. Okay, so thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this and I hope you find it fun. Please do join me again as we explore further insights. In fact, I'm going to call them hidden numbers. I decided I'm going to call them hidden numbers while I was doing a heading um, for one of the presentations. So they'll be called hidden numbers. Okay, thank you. I hope you have enjoyed this. Do join me again for the series of hidden numbers, although they may have other subtitles with them, but they will be around, of course, hidden numbers in Genesis. Thank you. Namaste.